Hello and welcome or welcome back to Dramatic Budgets. If this is your first time here, then my name's Lisa and I am on a debt-free and hopefully savings journey to get rid of what started off as £11,000 worth of debt, or just under. If you have been here before, then thank you so much for joining me for yet another video. It really means a lot, and it's absolutely fantastic to have returning viewers. Having said that, I would like to say thank you again. Today, just as I left work, I got notification that I have hit 350 subscribers here on YouTube. Which is just amazing. I didn't think I would even get sort of like 20 subscribers when I started this channel. So to have 350 of you is absolutely amazing. So thank you so much if you have subscribed. Obviously, if you haven't and you would like to, then obviously please click that subscribe button. There's the notification bell on there just in case you want to be notified of any of my posts as they go live. Thank you so much. It's just I kind of can't get past. I wish there was another way I could say thank you, but there isn't, so thank you. Right, today's video. Today is week one's check-in for November budget. It has been a spendy week. I started tapping the card last week, and I think I kind of carried that on a little bit into this week as well, which hasn't helped me, and it's all just gone a little bit Pete Tong. So I have overspent, but there is a it's not too bad. It's, you know, we're staying positive, because it's only week one and there's another 3 weeks left, so it's fine, it's not a problem. So I will just take you through my spending, and then I will obviously go through the weekly wallets, which, spoiler alert, are empty, and just kind of go through everything. We'll have a look at the budget sheet and see exactly where we are in comparison to what I think I've actually got in the bank and for monthly money and things. So off we go. So this payday was obviously on Friday, which was the 28th. So I went and filled my car up with fuel, which took the £50 that I'd budgeted, so that was fine. I nipped to Morrison's. I tend to do my big monthly shop at Asda, just because I find I can get everything. I have a blue light card for a NHS discount, and I have the rewards app, so I find that is the best place to go to the big Asda. But Morrison's have been doing these frighteningly scary pizzas for the last few years, and I've been telling my other half that I will get him one for the last few years, and this year I decided to actually do it. So I went to Morrison's first and bought the hot pizza and then just another pizza to go alongside. So that's what the £8 is on the Friday. That's separate obviously to my Asda shop. So the Asda shop was £65.69. I then decided, because I had some money left over, I'd been to the canteen that morning and spent £3.91, and I did have money left over, so I decided to get a McDonald's on the way home, because quite frankly it was Friday night, it was late, I'd finished at the supermarket and I just could not be bothered to then cook by the time I got back. It was like 7 o'clock, so I decided to just grab a McDonald's on the way home. So that was that. Direct debits went out all fine, as you'll see from the budget sheets. So the Saturday, my mum has given me a Dolce Gusto machine, which is leaking, but that's another thing. She's actually buying me a new one, or she's bought me a new one as part of my Christmas present. So I found a website that does quite cheap coffee pods. So I ordered a few boxes on there plus shipping. So I actually spent £17.39 on a few different ones, which I had some money set aside left over from the money I got for my birthday. So that's what I decided to use. Rather than it be an unbudgeted spend, I actually transferred it from that account and covered it with my birthday cash. I went to Card Factory, my mum had asked me to go last minute, so I didn't actually have my gifts envelope on me, which is why I used the money out of my spending envelope. So that was £1.29. And then I went to Asda after I'd gone to Slimming World for some stuff for lunch. So that was £6.04. That was for me, my mum and my auntie. And then I went to Aldi and got a couple of things out of there for £5.62, which again came out of my food shop. The Slimming World, I took my auntie, and I forgot that she's paying at the moment. And I hadn't taken any money with me, so I had, well, any extra money with me. So I got £2 worth of raffle tickets plus her membership. So I used £5 of my miscellaneous, and the rest I used out of my spending money. So that was £7.65 in total. So a little bit more than I would normally spend, but it's fine. On Sunday we went to the theatre, and so I had to park, but obviously I'd used my miscellaneous fund, so I used instead my show's sinking fund and used £4 out of that for parking, so that was fine. And then on Monday I went to WH Smith's and got a meal deal, usual, which was more food money, which is £4.29. Yeah. And then we go into the November bit. So not yesterday, what day are we on? No, Tuesday. I had a bulb that went in my house, and I realised I didn't have any spare ones. So I used my house sinking fund to go over to Morrison's, and I did buy a couple of little bits. I bought some milk, I think, and some biscuits on top of that. So it wasn't just for the bulb, this £5.97, but I'd got no food money left and I needed milk. So so that's what that was about. I had an under budgeted spend. So I have a blue light card, as I said, and it is coming to an end at the end of this month. So you pay £4.99 and you get it for 2 years. So I decided to extend that because the Asda have now extended their blue light discount for NHS people to the end of December, and quite frankly, what it saves me at the supermarket more than pays for the £5 that I've paid for 2 years, so I'm happy to do that. So that is an unbudgeted spend. Ignore this little bit. I'd forgotten that I'd taken money out of my house fund for this Morrison's shop, so I'd written it down as food, but it's not actually food. And my direct debits went out, so we can tick that. And then yesterday I went to a funeral, so I took £5 out of my gifts envelope and obviously used that for a donation in lieu of flowers. So that was that. And today, my God, we've actually got to a no spend day. It's a first. So yeah, so we've got a no spend day because I haven't spent anything today, and I'm not going anywhere now for the rest of the evening, so won't be spending anything. So that is all of that. So what else have we got? So sinking funds we will deal with that later. So my transaction log, the only sort of things that I want to mention on here, which you will see on my budget sheet, is I've had some savings go out. So my bank account does this thing called Save the Change, and at the end of every week it will take the pennies and put it into a savings account. So I had 2 little bits come out of that. So I had 82 pence and a penny. It's nothing major. And then I have the Plum app, and it's calculated a savings for me at £9.67, so that transferred out. So I've put that under savings. It wasn't something I'd budgeted for, obviously, within my November budget, but it's a savings, so I can always put it back into the budget if I need to, so it's not a problem. So that is that. You'll be pleased to see that there is no credit cards have been used this week, so that was something at least. But obviously I am over budget on all of my weekly wallets because I decided to pay things on card and try and pay myself back. And then by the time you realise what's going on, you've overspent. So yeah, so that's that. So these wallets are completely and utterly empty for like the second week running. I do have a little bit of money. I have 6p. How sad does that look? That is out of my house envelope. It's the 6p change, so you'll see that when we look at sinking funds later. But yeah, there's 6p in there for to go into a penny challenge, but I'm not putting that on my budget because that 6p isn't obviously part of my weekly wallets, so that's why you'll see that I've put 0 for the penny challenges. So in total this week we are in the minus by £12.96. I might be able to pull that back by the end of the week, by the end of the month. I think I will. I'm sure it'll be fine, but what do you do? It is what it is at the end of the day. So we will bring the budget sheets in, and I'm just going to try and bring you in a little bit just so that you can kind of see what's going on. So this week I got my salary, which I think I mentioned on my previous video, was actually more than I was expecting. So I was expecting £1,803.09, and I actually got £1,907.86. So because of that, I've decided to put the extra 100 into sinking funds, as suggested by a lot of you guys off my last video, which obviously you will see when I do my cash stuffing for next week. So that was an extra, and then I got my refund for the first payment of the £400 from my utility company. So because I pay by direct debit, they put that money every month into my bank account as a refund a few days after my direct debit went out. So my direct debit went out on Friday, and I think I got paid like Wednesday. So yeah, so as you'll see, I've put that to one side, as I said I was going to. So instead of £1,803.09 this month, we got, if I can, 86, there we go, plus 66. So we actually got £1,973.86. So that was a lot more than we were expecting. All of my direct debits went out exactly as we expected them to, so that was great. And that left us actually with £1,029.33. So obviously my food was £109, so that was £9 over. My fuel was dead on the £50 that I was expecting. My spends, I technically spent 94p over what I had. And my miscellaneous, I've just realised I think that is wrong, because it is. My miscellaneous was actually just the £9, wasn't it? Because just going to check now, because I did this and then I realised I'd done it wrong. So that was that, yeah. So the £4 extra that I thought I had actually came out of something else. So that's fine. So 109 plus 50 plus 20, 94 plus 5 plus 499. Yeah, so obviously the miscellaneous was only £5, not the extra that I thought. That's confused myself. So instead of 193, that is going to be obviously the unbudgeted of £4.99 for my blue light card. So obviously that wasn't budgeted for, so that actually comes to a total of 189.93. There we go. So 1029.33 minus 189.93, which leaves us with £839.40. I've got nothing left over for my weekly wallets to put into the penny challenge or the 3 monthly challenge, which is fine because that's what I budgeted for. My emergency fund I put £25 into. My healthcare I put £10 into. Savings that, as I said, that went into Plum and into my savings account was a total of £10.50, which I wasn't expecting. And the utilities I hadn't put into the budget because I wasn't sure which week it was going to come back in. So what I've done is I've transferred that straight out into a Monzo pot for my utilities, because my idea is that at the end of the winter when I get my bill, if my direct debits haven't really covered it, I can then at least do a one-off payment to try and equal it out, so we can sort of start fresh with that one. So that is a total of £111.50 for sinking funds. So that takes us to £727.90. And my family debt I paid out as expected. My overdraft actually hasn't come in. I haven't needed to pay any overdraft charges this week because of this extra that I got. It's obviously not taken me into my overdraft, I think, until today. I think so. There might be something tomorrow for my overdraft charge. So that's actually been zero. And then I put £100 onto my credit card Monzo pot as usual. So that was just £199 instead of just over 200. So that was good. So that takes us to £528.90. Now I've calculated that I've actually got £535.29. So that's not much difference. And what I've got is more than what I've budgeted for. So happy days. So that's absolutely fine. Not a problem for this week or whatsoever. So next week, we haven't got much in the way of direct debits. There's just the one that goes out on week 2. So we'll just put that rollover down as 528.90p. So yeah, so my house insurance is going to go out absolutely no problems. Then we're going to have the weekly wallets as normal. I am going to put some extra into these sinking funds because I've got that extra money. And then there's nothing else really going on. So that is us done for now. Thank you so much for watching. My next video will of course be my November week 2 cash stuffing. So I have got a little bit extra because of the fact that I've picked up the extra bit of wage. I think it's come from the fact that I haven't got my salary sacrifice on there anymore, and obviously the wage has gone up a little bit as well. So I'm not sure whether I'll get that every month, but we'll see how we go and see what happens. Yeah, next video will be cash stuffing, and I would hope and love to see you all, you guys there. Thank you so much for watching. If you have got right to the end of this video, I think I'm rambling again, but that's something I always think I do. Today is Thursday, so we are slowly getting up to the weekend, and obviously it is, I'll try and get this video out tomorrow, and then I'll do my cash stuffing one out for Saturday morning. So we are coming up to Bonfire Night weekend, so if you are going to enjoy some pie and peas and some bonfire night displays, then, you know, have a fabulous time. If, like me, and you have a pooch that is terrified of the noise, it's not so fun, but hopefully everybody will be safe and will have a fabulous time. Until next time, guys, thank you so much again, and I will see you all soon. Bye.